Is what I like to do when I have downtime. I like to, be creative. It's slow today. So I'm just putting this into one of my grimoires, and I handwrit a Sator square, and I want to, make sure that I align it into one of my books. You can see that I burnt the edges, and so my fingers are nice and burnt because I like to, burn it and then blow it off, and then with my fingers just make sure that it doesn't burn any further. So now I'm just going to align this into one of my pages, and you can see that the page I already sometimes I use tea bags or coffee, and I let it, I let it, I rub it around, and then I let it dry. But this is just me working on a page on one of my grimoires, and what I like to do when the time is slow. So right now I'm just going to probably glue this page, make sure that this fits perfectly into the page. You can see that I like to handwrite everything, and you can see that I burnt the edges right here, and you can see where I turned off the flames with my finger. You can see the soot on my pointer finger and my thumb. But this is the Sator spell, the Sator, Arepo, Tenet, Opera, Rotas. And I have the English translation here. Here's the Pater Noster, okay, Alpha and Omega, Omega Alpha. The Sator square, second pentacle of Saturn. This is a good one for protection from your enemies or whatever you need protection from. This is how I use the Sator spell in the English translation. The Sator, El Sator, Pater Noster, the Creator, God the Son, Arepo, who art in heaven, Tenet, that governs and holds the universe, Opera, the divine creation of God, Rotas, movement of the stars, the planet, the galaxy, and the cosmos. Then I have it translated in English, Pater Noster, who art in heaven, that governs the universe, that is your divine creation, with all the movement of the cosmos. Liberanos amalo. And also I have the Latin translation in the bottom. Pater nostro quest in cielo sorregge, la creazione universe che governarte, divinum de Diu. And so I have the Italian, I'm sorry, not the Italian, the Latin translation here. And this is something that I like to do when it's slow and I have, nothing to do and no clients. And as you can see, I like to work as much as I can handwriting. And then I get some parchment papers that I like to glue. But this is just something that I like to do to calm my mind, to quiet my mind, to meditate. This is a great seal for protection, which is known as the Saturn square. So I'm just showing you what I do on my downtime and how I like to be creative and create, things. I like to entertain my mind. My mind always has to be creative. I just use regular glue to glue them down, or one of these glue things, and I always burn the edges, and then with matches or with a lighter, and then I just, as I'm going, I turn it off. Then I position it into the book the way that I think I want it to look. Anyways, I hope you liked this video. If you did, please like, please subscribe. This is Sancista Brujo Luis. Oh, and on the pages, you can see that I also like to, sometimes if I have coffee grounds, I like to rub it on the pages and then let it dry out. Or sometimes I use tea bags and I, rub it around the pages, let the pages dry out. It gives it an old feel. These, you can tell I was a little lazy and I just did it very quickly. I think this was coffee. Okay, so here is another page that I've added for astral travel and projection. I used to use it when I was a kid. Now I can just meditate myself into, when I go to sleep. I just meditate my body, releasing my body for astral travel or projection. Sorry about that. This is the Rolor spell, and you can see that I've added various other charms. This is across from the Sator. Yeah, I do work with magical squares, but like the Sator, if you notice the Sator, you can say the Sator this way: Sator, 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 arepo. And the same thing with the roller. Okay, see that? Obufo, obufo, loyal. Now, this is just me handwriting, you know what I'm saying? And just when it's downtime, I like to add pages to my, when I have nothing to do and I like to entertain my brain. I'm not one to really sit there and watch TV for too long. I get bored. So I like to entertain my brain with working on spells on mi libro, my books. Okay, so I'm just adding that one that I just added. Sorry about that. Let me get this out of the way. In the form of a black cloud, you'd use tasma. In the form of a white cloud, you use anan. In the form of an eagle, orop. In the form of an owl or vulture, odak. In the form of a crow, of course, you would use the rolor, crow or raven. And in the form of a crane, you would use the natsa. I just want to take a time just to really thank, before in my channel I've had some followers who have become friends of mine who have sent me gifts, and I really appreciate all the gifts, and I never got a chance to opening them up on my YouTube channel. So, I just never thought about doing that, and so I just want to take the moment to say thank you. I'm going to start off with simply Gabriel from California, who sent me a box of fresh sage and rosemary and lavender. I mean, she sent me huge bags. I mean, these things were huge bags of fresh lavender, sage, rosemary. She sent me chocolates. So I really want to take a moment to say thank you to Simply Gabrielle from California for sending me that very nice box. I wish I had recorded it when I did get that box. I would like to also thank a friend and follower from New York, Angel Greo, who sent me a tripod because he always said that my videos are shaky, and so I still use the tripod when I'm recording myself. And so I would like to thank Angel Greo personally here on this channel, even though I've thanked everybody off the YouTube, but Angel Greo from New York for sending me that tripod. Gracias, hermano. I still use it to this day. To Brian Valentin from Puerto Rico, who has sent me machetes, the wooden machetes, and he has sent me licores de Puerto Rico. So this box is from Linda Urso from Washington. And so I'm going to take, I don't even know how I'm going to open this up, but I'm going to take the time to open it up. And just because she sent me a gift, she said, she saw this in a botanica, and she said she thought of me. So I'm going to open it up, and just so she can see that I received it, and to say thank you. I'm probably going to have to turn this off for a second, and because I'm not going to be able to do it with one hand. Give me one moment. Okay, so I finally opened the box, and I was thinking I should have used the tripod that Angel Greo had sent me from Florida, but my mind is all over the place. This box is from Linda Urso from Baltimore. She said that she saw this in a botanica, and she said, she thought that I would enjoy it. So I'm just going to open it up here just to show you. Let's see what we got. And I just want to thank her, and I'm opening it up here so she can see that I got it. And she sent me these beautiful maracas. Okay, this is in the color, in Santeria, this would be the color of Orula and Ifa. But in Sanse, we can use this to represent oh, there's another one. To represent Papa Loco. So that, maraca will represent Papa Loco. And this one right here is for my mother. Oriello. Qué cosa linda. They're so beautiful. Wow. I can't believe that. That's very nice. Papa Loco in Sanse is the ancestral spirit of all the Taino. In Haitian voodoo, he's Loco. In Sanse is a Loco, which is a Taino indigenous spirit who was a Beike, who was a shaman, who, when after his death, he ascended. He was buried under a tree and he ascended, so we still honor Loquo in sacred trees. So this would be beautiful, for me to honor the spirits where the trees are. Thank you very much, Linda. This one is beautiful for my mother, Cachita Tumbo. And listen to the sound of that. So, wow, these are gorgeous. I really appreciate that gift. I really appreciate the thoughts. I'm sorry that I didn't record the other openings of boxes from my followers, from my fans in YouTube. I will do so from now on. So I just want to thank Simply Gabrielle for the chocolates and the herbs. I would like to thank Angel Greo from New York for sending me that tripod. I greatly appreciate it. Brian Valentin from Puerto Rico for sending me Lo Machete. And to Linda Urso, again in Santeria on Lucumi, these colors would represent Orula, but in Sanse or in Haitian voodoo or voodoo, you can use these to represent Papa Loco. Okay, the spirit of the trees. Okay, I have my Manorula, and yes, I received just the Manorula, and I respect the Santeria Orishas. I received Los Guerreros. I am not a Santero, so I just want to state that now, because I get people who say that I mix and match things. No, I am a Sancista. I'm an espiritista, and I am a brujo, and I do have minor ceremonies in Santeria, which is Olokumi, which is Lo Guerrero, Los Collares, and Ikofa, but anyways, this is to honor in Sanse, to honor the spirits of the tree, the ancestral spirit, Papa Loco. While this one is for Cachita Tumbo. In the Taino, she's Coatrisk, the river deity. And I always honor the river deity. This would be perfect to honor her. Thank you very much, Linda Urso. For now on, anyone who sends me a box, if you don't mind, I will ask if I could open it online and add it to another video. I really appreciate all the gifts and all the comments and the nice little gifts that my followers send me. I wish I had recorded all the other ones from the people that I have mentioned before. I greatly appreciate it. I always say thank you, and for now on, if the person allows me, I will open them up in my YouTube channel. Anyways, this is Sancita Brujo Luis, Santo Sanse.